Hi guys, today we are going to talk about the holidays with Sweet Georgia collection. Hi guys, thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Felicia. I'm from Sweet Georgia, and maybe you can tell that I have kind of lost my voice a little bit. I might sound a little bit different than I usually do. I think I caught a cold last night, losing my voice, so we're gonna try and keep going and see how far we can get today. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Usually every Friday I come to you and we talk about knitting things or spinning, dyeing, weaving, things that are happening at Sweet Georgia and things that are happening at the School of Sweet Georgia. So today we're gonna talk about the collection that was just released this past Tuesday, and it's called Holidays with Sweet Georgia, Volume 4. I can't believe we've been doing this for 4 years now. The whole reason why we wanted to start a holiday collection was because normally our fall collection is usually big garments, big squishy things that are kind of meaty projects. And it would get to about November time and you're thinking, oh, I need to make something for that person, and you want to make some holiday gifts for friends or family. And it was hard to squish in enough time to knit a whole sweater for somebody by December. So we wanted to launch something in November every year that was just like small, tasty little bite-sized projects that were still really engaging and enticing and beautiful and gift-worthy. Basically something that you could knit up relatively quickly and give to someone. So this year, for the first time, we are actually doing both knit and crochet pieces in our holiday collection. So really, really excited about this. There are 6 knit pieces and 6 crochet pieces, and I'm going to show you all of these. So before we get started with looking at the actual pieces, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the photo shoot that we did for the collection. So we work with a photographer. His name is Josh Young. We've worked with him for many, many years. I think how many years? 3 years? 4 years? Something like that. We've worked with him for a pretty long time, and he has many other photographer friends. And one of his friends that he suggested to serve as a model for our holiday collection is his friend Joy. Joy's also a photographer, professional photographer. And Joy lives in this amazing, fantastic house that is over 100 years old. We went in there and the wallpaper is original from over 100 years ago. So we wanted to capture a lot of those quirky bits of this amazing house that she was in. The quirky wallpaper, there's like a porch outside in the back, there's a porch out in the front, there's just a lot of beautiful natural light throughout the house. So we shot in the dining room, in the kitchen, in the back room, in the front porch, also in the 2 bedrooms upstairs. It was just like this house was amazing for all the nooks and crannies that we could shoot in. So that was really, really quite exciting. It was also really fun because Teresa came with me on this photo shoot. It was kind of like her first time observing how the photo shoot works. So she helped hold the reflector and helped, with fixing the hair for the model and all these kinds of things. And I would sort of be there to be on hand to see, which pieces we're going to shoot next and maybe where we're going to shoot them, what angle, maybe what room we're going to shoot all the pieces in, all of that. So it ended up being a really, really great shoot. However, the house is like 100 years old and it was really pretty big. And so they didn't turn on the heat. They don't usually turn on the heat very much to heat the whole house because it would be way too expensive. And so we were freezing as we were doing this shoot. And so part of the shoot was to have little props, have a cup of coffee. And so we made this coffee early on in the morning, and then by the time we'd finished the shoot, the coffee was stone cold. It was a fun shoot to be on and wonderful to work with Josh again. And of course, it's great to work with people that Josh also is friends with because it just makes the whole thing much easier and lighter and more fun. So here, I'm going to show you some of the pieces that are actually in the collection. So first up, we have actually 2 knitted shawls, quick and easy knitted shawls in the collection. The first one, this one is called Raynell. You can see it's a big, simple triangle, top-down triangle shawl. A lot of it is garter stitch, so it goes actually quite quickly. And then at the bottom, there's just a really lovely, simple cable pattern. And then it finishes off again with some garter border. And it's really, really lovely. This is quick and easy to knit. This is a superwash worsted. I believe the color we picked was Peony for this one. And this is designed by Mindy Wilkes. And she's designed with us before. She's a beautiful shawl designer. You could probably knit this up in probably 2 or 3 days. Yeah. Then this shawl, this one is called Alcyone. Alcyone? Tabitha picked this name and she didn't tell me how to pronounce it. Tabitha designed this shawl. This is actually 3 skeins of bulletproof sock. This is a sock yarn that we have that has a little bit of mohair in it, a little bit of silk in it, and it is lovely. And she's done it in a way where she's marled the colors together. So basically the bulletproof sock has been held double to make it almost kind of like a DK, almost a worsted weight. So then again, it makes a very quick knit shawl. So yeah, it looks like it's very complex, but in fact, it's actually very easy. It's lovely. And there's no cable pattern or anything like that. All of her texture and all of her pattern here is being created by just knits and purls. Perhaps you can see the texture here. You can see it's kind of like a zigzag, stair-stepping kind of texture to it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and it is entirely formed by just knits and purls. So that makes it really, really nice and easy. So next up, we have 2 other pieces that are like scarves or cowls. This one is the cowl. So it's already done in this sort of circular format. You can see it's very, very easy texture. This one is knit also out of the worsted. So it's again, very, very quick and easy to knit. And it is just this cable pattern where it looks like it's cables, but it's actually little twisted stitches, which look like tiny, tiny little cables. It's producing that pattern. Quite pretty. So that is easy to wear, that kind of a cowl. And so this cowl was designed by Kavitha Raman. And it's a lovely, easy, simple, easy to make cowl. Now here is another scarf pattern that was designed by Tabitha. This is called Evergreen. It's knit in our Superwash Soft. So again, it's a bulky weight, makes it go really, really quick. It's kind of a narrow scarf. You can wrap it multiple times. Keep you nice and cozy and warm. That looks nice. So yeah, that again is a very easy one. This does have a cable in it. Looks like it's a 4-stitch cable. Super easy, symmetrical. Nice little pattern there. And then last up in the knit collection, we have 2 hats. So one of them is a very, very simple hat. This one is just one color. It's made out of the Superwash Soft. So again, it's a bulky weight yarn, super quick to knit. And this one is just welts, basically just knits and purls, purl ridges to make the texture on that little hat pattern. Super quick and easy. You could make this in probably like a night. So this hat pattern is called Franzi and it's designed by Madeline Windsor. So yeah, really quick and easy if you need, I could knit this as my like running hat or something like that in the winter time. Just something to tuck on really, really quick. Now, another hat pattern that we have is from our very own Alison Thistlewood. So Alison, I've mentioned before on this video before, Alison is our sales rep out in the UK. She used to be Canadian, but then she moved to London and now she works with SweetGeorgia from London. And so she has created this gorgeous hat pattern. So, so cute. Hopefully you can see sort of the bubbly, bobbly texture of this. She's actually used a party of 5 mini skein set and it's been held double in order to make it, again, like a worsted weight. So there's a couple of techniques that we've been employing sort of throughout this entire collection to make the knitting go a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. So things like holding the fingering weight yarn doubled in order to get a worsted weight, in order to get a thicker yarn, fatter yarn. So it makes the knitting go a lot faster. So this one is super, super cute. It's got these kind of bobble circle texture all over. I wish you could see this in real life. There's just like a lot of texture and stuff like that to it. And then she's got this perfect poofy pom-pom here. And the pom-pom has been attached to the hat with a button on the inside, if you can see that, so that it won't fall off. So that's how it's secured onto the hat. So this is super awesome. This is actually Alison's first ever design submission. So congratulations, Alison. That's awesome. Now on the crochet side, again, very similarly, we have 2 hat patterns in crochet. This first one is called Nemi. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Nemi. This is actually designed by Charlotte Lee at our studio. And again, this is 3 colors of mohair silk DK. And it's a DK weight yarn. It's a bit of a heavy DK, almost a worsted weight yarn. And she has sort of crocheted this with these scallops. It's a really, really lovely scallop pattern. And this hat actually doubles as a cowl. She's tied the top of it with a ribbon, kind of like a little present. And so if you wanted to, you could wear it as a hat in this way with the ribbon, or you can undo the ribbon and then wear it as a cowl. So I love how this is dual purpose here. You could do it however you want it, wear it however you want it, whenever you want to. But I also, these are my favorite colors. I love these colors. Now for the second crochet hat. This one is kind of like a snood, but it's called Ferris wheel. And so it's kind of like a slouchy beret kind of hat. Our model Joy, she wore it beautifully. But it's got a crochet mesh to it, very, very simple. This is our DK weight yarn, superwash DK. So again, it should crochet up, work up pretty easily. And it's a little bit tighter here at the brim so that it'll stick to your head a little bit nicer. But this is just a really quick and easy hat. Very, very slouchy hat. So in our crochet collection, we also have 2 scarf cowlish kind of projects as well. So this one, the first one, is designed by Mary Beth Temple. This one is crocheted out of the mohair silk DK. This one happens to be one of the splashy colorways, so you can see that color sort of smattering all over the place. But it is finished with a set of buttons here, so you could wear it as a very long cowl. You could wrap it around your neck a couple of times and wear it as a cowl, or you could just let it hang open like a scarf. So you could just wear it like a big scarf like that, or wear it doubled. That could easily go inside your coat. So you guys might remember that in our previous crochet collection, the fall crochet collection, we actually released a couple of patterns that were designed by Elena Fedotova. And she's a beautiful crocheter, has amazing, beautiful crochet ideas. And so this shawl, or no, not shawl, it's scarf, came out of that same submission of crochet designs. And I just find this one absolutely fascinating. So this one is called Locust. You can see the full length. It's a big scarf, okay? But the big scarf basically is joined in the center, like so. And so you do see kind of like the locus of the texture. It looks like a little circle of texture in each one of these sections. It's so cool. I think the things that she designs are so neat. The texture is just phenomenal. And it comes across as this chevron pattern. It's beautiful. It just works up so differently than knitting does. And I think that that's what makes it so incredibly unique. And it's squishy. This is the superwash worsted. This happens to be the magician colorway. So there's a lot of shifting of color and everything within this entire scarf. But I just think that the texture is so, so unique. It's not something that you can easily produce with knitting, I don't think. And so, yeah, something about it is very engaging, very alluring. It's like, it sucks you in. And then finally, as the last part of this crochet collection, we have 2 shawls, or kind of wraps kind of projects. This one is called Dusk Settles, and this is a very lovely, lacy, crocheted shawl. You can see it's a rectangular shawl. Lovely. This one is crocheted in the bulletproof sock. So again, very slinky, drapey, and lacy. This one happens to be designed by Jill Wright. Jill is a very prolific crochet designer. It's very lovely. So that's one of the shawls. And then the last shawl that we have here is this one here. It's quite stunning. Ta-da! This one is called Festa Colorata, which I think means Festival of Colors. Pretty sure. And it's awesome. It's so cool. I think it's like, it feels like there was a blanket pattern many, many years ago. Yeah, I love this one. This is so cool. I love the mixing and the blending of all these colors. This does happen to be the Tough Love sock in a party of 5. Looks like 2 party of 5s that are mixed together. And plus some Tough Love sock for the middle part that's solid. But it's so cool, so cool. All these motifs and how all the colors mix and blend together. There's this consistency among them all. They all go together. They all look really good together. Oh, it's so neat. It just feels like it's very color coordinated, but not matchy-matchy. Yeah, neat. So this one is designed by Pepper Goose, also known as Susan Walsh. Beautiful design. Okay, so as you can see, we were quite excited about this holiday collection. We were very excited, and we ended up putting together 3 different sort of specials, launch specials for you guys. And so if you are interested in more than one of these patterns, you can do a buy one, get one 50% off, and you can use the code HAULSGY4 to get that discount. And that's all on Ravelry. The other promo we have is you can get all 6 of the knit patterns for just $30 on Ravelry, and you use the code KNITHOLIDAY4. KNITHOLIDAY4. Or you can get all 6 of the crochet patterns for Crochet Holiday 4. That's the coupon code, Crochet Holiday 4 on Ravelry, and you can get all 6 of the crochet patterns for just $30. So that is it for the holiday collection stuff. But before I let you guys go today, I want to show you the sweater that I'm working on that is almost done. It's almost done. I finished the 17 inches of the body. I finished the 2 sides of the front neck. I squished all of the shoulder stitches onto this 1 stitch holder. I could probably get 2 stitch holders, but I've put them all on the 1 just because I just have to go find another one. So that is the front of the sweater. It's all done. Then I just have to pick up the stitches that are remaining on the back. It's just a humongous piece of fabric. But yeah, I am really liking how the color mixing has been turning out with the 2 different dye lots. I've been alternating skeins, 1 row or 1 round of one dye lot and then 1 round of the other dye lot, and just switching back and forth between the 2. You can kind of see where I'm doing that on the inside of the garment. You see this little seam down the middle. That's where the yarn is being twisted and carried up as I go up. So that's as much as you would notice of the 2 different yarns being switched back and forth. Everything else is just not really noticeable. And I do it along the side seam of the sweater, so it just naturally seems like the side of the sweater. Like if it was a seamed sweater, that's what it would be like. So it's really invisible. It's quite unnoticeable. This is the strawberry tea colorway, so I really love it because there's just all sorts of meandering colors going in and out. There's golds in here and rusts and browns and rose and purple and a little bit of green. Yeah, it's just crazy how many different colors can be seen in a colorway like this. Super, super fun. So I'm actually going away on the Knit Social Retreat this weekend, and I will come back with a finished sweater next week. So that's it for today, but I want to leave you guys with one last thing before I head off on my retreat this weekend. And that is that next Friday is going to be Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, and every year there's a lot of celebration around Thanksgiving, obviously, but then also there's Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all those things are coming. And so we do have some promotions planned for SweetGeorgia, and so you just need to be on the email list in order to hear about the specials that are going to be going up next Friday. And one of the specials is going to be related to the School of SweetGeorgia. So if you were thinking about joining, there is going to be a promotion for that, and you'll have to be on the list so that you can find out about the promotion for the School of SweetGeorgia. And finally, we have lots more good things coming to you guys in the coming weeks. So we're going to be sharing a couple of new things with you guys. So be sure that you're on our email list so that you can find out about all of those things. So that's it for today. This is a really quick sort of whirlwind look at all of the pieces that are in the holiday collection. I hope that maybe 1 or 2 of these patterns might have inspired you to make something for the holidays. So if you like this episode, please do hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, please do hit subscribe and then you'll get notified. Actually, you need to hit the bell. So after you subscribe, hit the bell icon and that will send you a notification of when these videos go live. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.